The Inkatha Freedom Party is maintaining its stance that it's rejecting the National Health Insurance Bill. It says it's a recipe for disaster. The party's president, Mkhuleko Hlengwa, has closed the IFP's policy conference saying they've addressed basic bread and butter issues faced by the majority of South Africans. We're live now to Ntando Mnyandu. He's in Mpangeni in KwaZulu-Natal at the conference. Ntando, good afternoon to you. Delegates now leaving there. What have they decided?
Also, good afternoon to you and to our viewers at home. Well, the conference, the three-day IFP National Policy Conference has ended on a high, with delegates upbeat singing and chanting songs, as they adopt new policies that were the subject for discussion by different plenary sessions that, deliberated on quite a number of issues up to late last night, coming back today to come and adopt those positions or those policies with the Inkatha Freedom Party President, the Honorable Mkhuleko Hlengwa, coming harsh, speaking against the National Health Insurance Plan, which is currently before Parliament, saying that the party rejects it as it is a recipe for disaster. But they've also come up with quite a number of policies that will see, the improvement in terms of the border management of our country, issues of undocumented foreign nationals, and quite a number of issues touching even on issues of electricity. But now to tell us more about what transpired today, we are joined by the national spokesperson of the Inkatha Freedom Party, the Honorable Mkhuleko Hlengwa. Baba, the conference closed on a high this afternoon. What are you going out with, knowing that you're going for your manifesto launch in March next year? What are you going out? What are you going to tell your voters and party followers?
Well, that will tell we're ready to govern. We are a party at work. We have consolidated our policy positions at this conference. We've got a clear roadmap in terms of what needs to be done. And on the first day of government, we will not be found fumbling. We will know exactly what to do, and we will proceed with that. Obviously, we are not drafting new policies here. It was a policy review, so we updated our policies to respond to the daily lived conditions of South Africa, and also a plan for the future to ensure that the economy is able to grow, create jobs, particularly for young people. You would have heard the Youth Commission came out very strongly. The security cluster speaking about the devolution of policing powers and functions to ensure that we push back on the frontiers of crime. But also at the same time, you would have heard that there is a push for more powers for provinces, whether it's healthcare, security, education and governance, because we do not believe that the governance of the country via Pretoria helps. The one-size-fits-all approach is certainly not correct. You would have heard the economics cluster speaking about the local economic development grant to ensure that there is heightened spending on development at grassroots level for small business cooperatives and development to ensure that the necessary infrastructure is there. When we looked at the education portfolio, that you would have heard them speaking about the education redress grant to ensure that our schools, particularly previously disadvantaged, that find themselves presently disadvantaged, are equipped with the necessary infrastructure to ensure that there's laboratories, libraries, and all other technological innovations of the modern days to ensure that education that we are providing to our children is actually going to meet the demands and needs of the future. So it's been a very comprehensive outlook, and of course universal health coverage, which we are speaking about, because the NHI has got a flawed funding model, and there has been no consultation to the extent to which industry spaces and experts have made the input that is required to it. Once again does what we are pushing against, a centralized power with some sort of board and too much powers for the minister. So as you would have heard the IFP president saying, the NHI is the OBE of the healthcare sector.
Now that you're going out, you've got clear marching orders. You're saying on your first day of government, you would not be found wanting. You want to take the province of KwaZulu-Natal, you want to claim it. How are you going to do that?
Well, the campaigning strategy and plan is currently underway as we speak. So there is no problem insofar as the IFP's mass mobilization project. We've got the Gungawe campaign, which is being rolled out. Last week, the leadership have received their campaign schedules already for January in order to ensure that the planning is correctly done. On top of that, we continue to have branches ready for inauguration of VDs. The President read the figure of 850, which was from last week. The Secretary General, the conversation now was updating me that the report from the office is that branches ready for inauguration are 1,150, give or take. So that speaks to a party that's growing, and I'm pretty certain that in January we'll be releasing the membership numbers. So what South Africans can be assured of is that the IFP is solid and united in its onward march to 2024. The party has got a clear plan in terms of what needs to be done. We will consolidate, obviously, the reports of all the commissions as adopted by plenary, because the policy positions taken here are going to inform the election manifesto, as you have correctly pointed out. We will be launching the IFP National Manifesto in March 2024, which will provide even greater clarity on what needs to be done. So what we are saying is that we've got the marching orders, the campaign plan is in place, and so we are going to present a credible and viable offer to South Africa as an alternative. The bottom line is that the ANC is not fit to govern. They've run the country down, and it's up to South Africans to partner with us to pick it up and take it forward.
Thank you very much.
And absolutely, Minister was cool.
Well, that is the IFP's national spokesperson, Mkhuleko Hlengwa, saying that they've got clear marching orders, and they are even saying that the ANC is not fit to govern. They are willing and they are waiting, to take over government in the province of KwaZulu-Natal and nationally come elections. They will be launching their manifesto in March next year. With that, back to you in studio.
Ntando, Mnyandu, thanks very much indeed. Live, of course, at that event over the last 2 days.